Welcome to Audiobook segment. Every story you'll hear is crafted from the ground up, written, produced, and narrated entirely by us. Nothing recycled, nothing repurposed, just original work made for this channel. So grab your headphones, settle in, and enjoy today's audiobook. Have you ever felt like life is moving too fast, like the weight of the world is sitting squarely on your shoulders? Maybe you've faced challenges that seemed impossible to overcome, moments when doubt whispered that you weren't strong enough. If so, you're not alone. Every one of us faces moments that test our limits. But here's the truth. Inside you lies a power that has never left you. It's quiet, patient, and ready to rise the moment you choose to recognize it. That power is your inner strength, and this audiobook will guide you to discover it. The journey to finding your inner strength isn't about pretending to be fearless or perfect. It's about understanding yourself, facing your fears, and learning how to use the challenges you encounter as stepping stones. Strength isn't loud. It isn't always visible. It's a quiet determination, a resilience that carries you forward even when everything feels impossible. And the best part is, you've already had it inside you all along. You just need to awaken it. Over the course of this audiobook, you'll explore ways to uncover that hidden power. You'll learn how to overcome self-doubt, build mental resilience, and create a mindset that helps you thrive no matter what life throws your way. Each chapter is designed to speak directly to you, to help you pause, reflect, and take small yet meaningful steps toward the strongest version of yourself. Before we dive in, I want to remind you that growth is a journey, not a race. There is no perfect path, no strict timeline. Every moment you choose to keep moving forward is a victory. If you are ready to embrace this journey and step into your true potential, subscribe and join this community of growth and self-discovery. You deserve to rise stronger, wiser, and more confident than ever. Now, take a deep breath and prepare yourself. Let's begin the first step on your journey with Chapter 1, Awakening the Power Within. Chapter 1, Awakening the Power Within. Have you ever felt that the world is just moving too fast, that no matter how hard you try, you keep hitting walls? Maybe there have been days when you doubted yourself, wondering if you even had what it takes to get through your struggles. If so, I want you to know one simple truth. The power to overcome those obstacles has always been inside you. It has never left. It may have been hidden under fear, frustration, or past failures, but it is still there, waiting for you to recognize it. When we talk about inner strength, many people think it means being tough or fearless, but real strength isn't about pretending everything is fine. Real strength is calm, it's steady, it's the quiet voice inside that says, keep going, even when the rest of the world seems to be telling you to give up. And the first step toward discovering that strength is awareness, realizing that it exists and that you have access to it every single day. Think about a time when you faced something difficult. Maybe it was a test at school, a fight with a friend, or a moment when you failed at something you really wanted. In that moment, it probably felt like you couldn't go on. But look at yourself now. You survived it. You made it through. That's your inner strength at work, even if you didn't notice it at the time. It's the small acts of courage, the quiet decisions to keep moving forward, and the resilience to rise again after falling that truly define who you are. Finding your inner strength begins with small steps. It starts with believing in yourself, even when doubt is loud. You may not be able to control everything around you, but you can control how you respond. You can choose to face your challenges rather than run from them. You can choose to learn from mistakes instead of letting them define you. And with every choice, you awaken more of the power that has been lying dormant inside you. One way to begin is by paying attention to your thoughts. Many of us are so caught up in worry, fear, or self-criticism that we forget to notice our own abilities. Start to observe your mind. When fear comes, don't fight it. Just notice it and move forward anyway. When doubt comes, acknowledge it and keep taking action. Every time you do, you strengthen the part of yourself that refuses to be defeated. Another key to awakening your inner strength is embracing challenges instead of avoiding them. Life will always present difficulties, that's inevitable. But each challenge is an opportunity to grow. Each obstacle you overcome adds another layer of confidence and resilience. The more you face, the stronger you become, not because life is easier, but because you've discovered that you are capable of handling more than you imagined. Stories of people who have found their inner strength can be inspiring. But don't forget your own story. You've already faced struggles and setbacks, and you've survived them. That alone is proof that you have a strength within you, waiting to be fully realized. Reflect on your past victories, no matter how small, and see the pattern of resilience that threads through your life. That pattern is the foundation of your inner power. It's also important to remember that inner strength isn't about isolation. It's not about shutting out the world or pretending you don't need help. Sometimes the strongest action is reaching out, asking for guidance, or leaning on those who care about you. Courage isn't measured by how alone you can stand, but by how you navigate life's challenges while remaining true to yourself. Asking for help when needed is a sign of strength, not weakness. Your inner strength also grows through persistence. It's easy to feel strong in moments of success, but true power is revealed in how you respond to setbacks. When things go wrong, or when progress seems slow, choosing to keep going is the mark of resilience. The process of building strength is gradual, but every consistent effort adds to your power. Think of it like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Finally, understand that your inner strength is uniquely yours. Comparing yourself to others only diminishes the recognition of your own power. Everyone has a different path, different challenges, and different victories. Focus on your journey and honor the ways you have already shown courage, determination, and persistence. Celebrate yourself quietly, knowing that each small act of strength contributes to the person you are becoming. As we move through this audiobook, each chapter will help you recognize a different aspect of your inner strength. You'll learn how to overcome fear, cultivate resilience, build confidence, and find peace even in difficult times. By the end of this journey, you will not only understand that your inner strength exists, but you will feel it, trust it, and know how to draw on it whenever life demands more of you than you think you have to give. Remember, awakening your inner strength is not an instant process. It's a series of small, conscious steps that you take every day. It's in the way you face challenges, respond to setbacks, and choose action over doubt. With patience, practice, and reflection, you'll see that your power has been there all along, quietly guiding you forward, waiting for you to claim it. Take a deep breath now and recognize this truth. You are stronger than you realize. And this is only the beginning. Chapter 2. The Hidden Voice of Resilience. Have you ever noticed how, even in your darkest moments, a small voice inside keeps nudging you forward? That voice might be faint, and it might get drowned out by fear, doubt, or pain, but it's always there. It's the hidden voice of resilience. It doesn't shout or demand attention, yet it holds the power to guide you through challenges, to lift you when life seems impossible, and to remind you that you are capable of more than you know. Resilience isn't something you are born with. It's something you discover, nurture, and strengthen over time. It is revealed through experiences, both easy and difficult. Often, the moments that feel like failures are actually the ones shaping your inner toughness. Each time you rise after a setback, each time you keep moving despite uncertainty, you are tuning into that hidden voice. The more you listen, the stronger it becomes. Think about a time when you faced rejection or failure. Perhaps you tried something new and it didn't work out. Maybe someone doubted you, or life threw obstacles in your path. In that instant, it's tempting to give up, to believe that you are not capable. But if you pay attention closely, there is often a quiet inner whisper reminding you to keep going, to try again, and to trust in your abilities. That is your resilience speaking. Resilience grows when you embrace challenges instead of avoiding them. Life will always present difficulties, whether big or small. The question is not whether challenges will come, but how you respond to them. Choosing to face a challenge, even when you are scared or uncertain, builds strength. Each struggle you endure and overcome adds to the reservoir of resilience that you can draw on in the future. Over time, this reservoir becomes a well of confidence and courage that you carry into every situation. It's important to realize that resilience is not about being perfect. You do not need to handle every situation flawlessly or have all the answers. True resilience is shown in your ability to recover, to continue and to adapt when life doesn't go as planned. It is not measured by the absence of difficulty, but by your capacity to move forward despite it. Every time you rise after falling, you affirm the strength within you. Listening to your hidden voice also requires patience and self-awareness. Often we ignore it because we are too busy with daily life, distractions or external pressures. Taking time to pause, reflect, and tune into yourself helps you recognize that inner guidance. Practices like journaling, mindfulness, or simply sitting quietly and asking yourself, "What can I do next?" can help you connect with this resilient part of yourself. Over time, you'll notice that it becomes easier to hear and follow this guidance. Another aspect of resilience is learning from adversity. Life's toughest experiences often contain valuable lessons. Painful events teach empathy, patience, and problem-solving skills. Mistakes reveal areas for growth. Difficult relationships challenge your communication and emotional intelligence. Every challenge, when reflected upon, offers an opportunity to strengthen your inner voice and improve your ability to handle the next challenge. It's also worth noting that resilience doesn't mean facing life alone. Seeking help, advice, or encouragement from others does not diminish your strength. It enhances it. Being resilient includes knowing when to lean on trusted friends, family, or mentors. Supportive connections remind you that even when life is tough, you are not isolated. They reinforce the hidden voice of resilience, making it louder and more confident. Visualization and positive self-talk are powerful tools for cultivating resilience. Imagine yourself overcoming obstacles, achieving goals, and staying composed in challenging situations. Use affirmations that reinforce your capability. "I can handle this. I am stronger than I feel. Every setback is temporary." These statements, repeated over time, train your mind to trust in your inner power and to recognize the voice that guides you through adversity. Resilience is also about consistency. It grows through daily choices, small actions, and persistent effort. Even tiny decisions, choosing to stay focused, practicing patience, showing kindness to yourself, or maintaining a healthy routine, contribute to the growth of your inner voice. Over weeks and months, these small actions accumulate, strengthening your resilience and preparing you to face bigger challenges with confidence. Ultimately, the hidden voice of resilience is a reflection of your inner strength. It is a constant companion that has been with you throughout your life, waiting to be acknowledged. By paying attention, embracing challenges, learning from mistakes, and practicing patience, you awaken that voice and allow it to guide you toward your fullest potential. Every time you rise after a setback, every time you choose courage over fear, you honor that hidden voice and grow stronger in ways you may not even notice immediately. As we continue this journey through the chapters of this audiobook, remember that resilience is not a destination, but a lifelong companion. Listen closely, nurture it, and let it guide you. Your hidden voice is waiting to be heard, and with every choice, you awaken more of the incredible strength that already resides within you. Chapter 3. Overcoming self-doubt. Have you ever felt that little voice inside saying, "You're not good enough, you can't do this," or "Why even try?" That voice is called self-doubt, and almost everyone experiences it. It can appear quietly, making you hesitate, or loudly, overwhelming every positive thought you have about yourself. Self-doubt is tricky because it often disguises itself as caution or realism. It tells you to stay safe, avoid risks, or settle for less. But if you listen too closely, it stops you from reaching your potential. The first step to overcoming self-doubt is recognizing it. You need to notice when you are doubting yourself without judgment. Instead of reacting immediately, pause and ask, is this thought true, or is it just fear talking? Often, self-doubt is based on assumptions, past failures, or comparisons to others. The truth is, the thought "I can't do this" is not reality. It's just your mind testing you. Acknowledging self-doubt without letting it control you is the beginning of strength. One way to fight self-doubt is by focusing on your past successes. Think about the challenges you've overcome, the times you surprised yourself, and the moments you achieved more than you thought possible. Even small accomplishments matter. Each one is evidence that you are capable. Remind yourself of these victories when doubt creeps in, because they serve as proof that you can handle future challenges as well. Another tool against self-doubt is setting small, achievable goals. When faced with a big challenge, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and question your abilities. Breaking tasks into smaller, manageable steps allows you to take action and build confidence along the way. Every step you complete proves to yourself that you are capable, and gradually, the voice of self-doubt begins to fade. It is also important to practice positive self-talk. Replace negative statements with encouraging words. When your mind says, "I can't do this," respond with, "I will try my best, and that is enough," or "I am capable of learning and improving." Repeating these affirmations strengthens your belief in yourself. Over time, the inner voice that once discouraged you can become a voice that supports and motivates you. Self-doubt often thrives when you compare yourself to others. Social media, school, work, and even friends can make you feel like you don't measure up. But comparing your journey to someone else's is unfair to yourself. Everyone has a different path, different struggles, and different strengths. Focus on your growth, not someone else's success. Celebrate your own progress, no matter how small, because it is your own journey that matters. Fear of failure is another major source of self-doubt. We often hesitate because we are afraid of making mistakes or being judged. But failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of it. Each mistake teaches a lesson, and every time you try, even if you fail, you are building resilience and gaining experience. Embracing failure as a learning opportunity weakens self-doubt and strengthens your confidence. Surrounding yourself with supportive people is also key. Those who believe in you can help counter the negative thoughts that arise from self-doubt. Their encouragement serves as a reminder that you are capable and valued. At the same time, it's important to distance yourself from people who constantly criticize or undermine your abilities, because their words can fuel your doubts. Visualization is another powerful method. Imagine yourself succeeding in tasks or situations where you feel doubtful. Picture the confidence, the outcome, and the satisfaction of completing it. Visualization trains your mind to focus on possibility instead of limitation. The more you practice, the more real that sense of capability becomes, and the less space there is for self-doubt to take hold. Lastly, understand that self-doubt is natural. Everyone experiences it. The difference lies in how you respond to it. Do you let it control you, or do you acknowledge it and take action anyway? Each time you act despite doubt, you weaken its power. Each step forward builds proof that your abilities are stronger than your fears. Over time, self-doubt becomes smaller, quieter, and eventually, you learn to rise above it with ease. By paying attention to your thoughts, celebrating your victories, setting achievable goals, practicing positive self-talk, embracing failure, surrounding yourself with support, and visualizing success, you gradually transform the voice of self-doubt into a voice of encouragement. You discover that the strength to overcome fear and hesitation was already inside you, waiting to be recognized. Remember, overcoming self-doubt is a journey, not a one-time event. With patience, persistence, and self-compassion, you can quiet that inner critic and uncover the confident, capable person you were always meant to be. Your journey to inner strength continues with every step you take, every action you choose, and every challenge you face. Chapter 4. Building mental fortitude. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to stay calm, focused, and determined, even when life throws the toughest challenges at them? That ability to stay strong in the face of pressure is called mental fortitude. It's not something you are born with, it's a skill you can develop over time. Mental fortitude is about training your mind to remain steady, resilient, and determined, no matter what happens around you. The first step in building mental fortitude is understanding your mind. Your thoughts have immense power. They can either lift you up or hold you back. Every time you face a challenge, your mind sends signals about whether you can succeed or fail. Mental fortitude is learning to manage those thoughts and decide which ones deserve attention. Instead of letting fear, doubt, or worry dominate, you consciously choose to focus on strength, solutions, and action. Resilient minds are built through consistency. Small, deliberate actions each day strengthen mental endurance. Waking up with a purpose, setting goals, and facing small challenges builds confidence. Over time, these small steps accumulate, preparing you to handle bigger obstacles. Mental fortitude is not about avoiding difficulties, it's about preparing yourself to meet them head-on with courage and clarity. One of the most effective ways to build mental fortitude is through discipline. Discipline is not about harsh routines or strict rules, it's about creating habits that support your growth. Consistent study, practice, reflection, and focus develop a mind that is flexible yet strong. Discipline trains your mind to continue even when motivation fades. It's during these moments when you push forward despite discomfort that your mental fortitude grows the most. Another important element is embracing challenges as opportunities. Every difficult situation, failure, or setback is a chance to strengthen your mind. Instead of fearing obstacles, see them as training for your mental strength. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? By shifting your perspective, challenges become stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. Visualization and positive mental rehearsal are powerful tools for mental fortitude. Athletes, leaders, and successful people often imagine themselves succeeding before taking action. By picturing yourself overcoming challenges, staying calm under pressure, and achieving your goals, your mind becomes familiar with success. This preparation reduces fear, boosts confidence, and strengthens your ability to perform when real obstacles arise. Patience is another key ingredient. Building mental fortitude doesn't happen overnight. It grows gradually, through repeated practice, reflection, and small victories. Each time you persist, even when progress seems slow, you are strengthening your mind. Mental fortitude is the ability to stay the course, to remain steady and focused, even when results are not immediate. Self-talk is a critical tool for mental strength. The way you speak to yourself shapes your mindset. Replace self-criticism with encouragement, doubt with determination, and fear with confidence. Instead of saying, "I can't handle this," try, "I will find a way to get through this," or "I have faced challenges before, and I can do it again." Over time, this positive inner dialogue rewires your mind, making it more resilient to stress and challenges. Building mental fortitude also requires emotional regulation. Strong minds are not about suppressing emotions, but about managing them wisely. Fear, anger, and frustration are natural, but they should not dictate your actions. Learning to acknowledge your emotions, understand their source, and choose a deliberate response rather than reacting impulsively strengthens your mental resilience. Meditation, reflection, or simply pausing before responding can enhance this skill. Another aspect is embracing discomfort. Life often asks you to do things that are uncomfortable or unfamiliar. Avoiding these situations may feel safe, but growth comes from stepping into the unknown, and you face challenges intentionally, whether it's speaking in public, learning a new skill, or taking on responsibility. You expand your mental capacity. Each time you handle discomfort, your confidence and fortitude increase. It is also important to maintain focus on long-term goals. Mental fortitude is not only about responding to immediate stress, but also about keeping sight of what matters most. Distractions, setbacks, and doubts can derail progress if you lose your focus. By clarifying your values and goals and revisiting them regularly, you build a mental compass that guides your decisions and actions. Surrounding yourself with supportive people strengthens mental fortitude as well. Mentors, friends, and role models provide encouragement, advice, and perspective. They remind you of your abilities and help you navigate difficult situations. At the same time, observe and learn from those who demonstrate strong mental resilience. Seeing how others cope with challenges can inspire and teach you strategies to strengthen your own mind. Finally, reflect on progress regularly. Take time to notice how you handle stress, setbacks, and challenges. Celebrate small victories, acknowledge improvements, and adjust strategies when needed. Reflection allows you to understand your mental patterns, reinforce strengths, and identify areas to grow further. It keeps you intentional in your pursuit of mental fortitude. Remember, building mental fortitude is a journey. It requires awareness, discipline, practice, patience, and courage. Each challenge you face, each decision to persist, and each moment you choose to focus on growth strengthens your mind. Over time, you will notice a change. You will respond to challenges with calm confidence, act decisively under pressure, and trust your ability to navigate life's difficulties. Your inner strength grows stronger with every deliberate step you take. Take a moment now to acknowledge yourself for every challenge you've already faced and every victory you've earned. Each experience has prepared you for this journey, and each step forward strengthens your mental fortitude. Chapter 5: Finding Purpose Through Pain. Have you ever gone through something so difficult that it felt unbearable, like life was testing you beyond your limits? Perhaps it was a personal loss, a failure, or a moment when your dreams seemed to vanish. In those moments, it's easy to feel lost, overwhelmed, or even hopeless. But pain, as heavy as it may feel, holds a hidden gift. It is through pain that we often discover our deepest purpose. Pain is a teacher. It forces us to look inward, to reflect on what truly matters, and to question who we are and who we want to become. When life is comfortable and easy, it's tempting to coast along without much thought, but challenges push us to grow, to adapt, and to find meaning in our experiences. Every difficult moment carries a lesson, waiting for us to uncover it. Finding purpose through pain begins with acceptance. This does not mean giving up or pretending everything is fine. Acceptance is acknowledging reality, facing it honestly, and refusing to let it define you negatively. It is the moment when you say, "Yes, this happened. Yes, it hurt, but I will not let it stop me." Accepting your pain is the first step toward transforming it into strength and purpose. Once you accept your pain, the next step is reflection. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this experience help me grow? Reflecting on hardship helps you see patterns, lessons, and opportunities that may not have been obvious at first. It allows you to reframe challenges not as obstacles that defeat you, but as experiences that shape you into someone stronger, wiser, and more capable. Another essential part of finding purpose through pain is resilience. When you face setbacks or heartbreak, resilience is the force that keeps you moving forward. It's the voice inside saying, "I will rise again." Resilience is not about ignoring your emotions or pretending you are fine. It's about feeling the pain, processing it, and choosing to continue despite it. Each time you do, your purpose becomes clearer. It is also important to connect your pain to a larger goal or meaning. Many people discover that their struggles inspire them to help others, pursue a meaningful career, or develop a stronger sense of self. Pain often gives rise to empathy, compassion, and understanding. When you channel your suffering into action or personal growth, it transforms from a burden into a powerful force for change. Self-awareness plays a crucial role in this process. Take time to explore your emotions, thoughts, and reactions to challenges. Notice what triggers fear, sadness, or anger, and examine how you respond. By understanding yourself more deeply, you gain insight into your strengths and weaknesses. This awareness allows you to navigate future difficulties with clarity and purpose. Gratitude is another tool that can help you find purpose through pain. It may seem counterintuitive to feel thankful in difficult moments, but gratitude shifts your perspective. Even in hardship, there are lessons, small victories, and moments of growth. By focusing on these, you strengthen your mind and heart, and you open yourself to see how pain can guide you toward a meaningful life. Support from others is also invaluable. Sharing your struggles with trusted friends, family, or mentors provides perspective, encouragement, and guidance. Others can help you see patterns and possibilities that you might miss when absorbed in your own pain. Their presence can be a reminder that you are not alone, and that your experiences can lead to growth and purpose beyond your current understanding. It is natural to resist pain or wish it away. Yet, the truth is, some of life's most important lessons are found in the moments we least want to experience. Every challenge you face, every moment of heartbreak or disappointment, is an opportunity to uncover your inner strength. By facing pain with courage, reflection, and action, you turn it into a tool for personal growth. Purpose is not always immediately obvious. Sometimes it takes time, persistence, and reflection to see how struggles shape you. Be patient with yourself. Allow the lessons to emerge gradually, and trust that each experience is contributing to your journey. Over time, you will notice that the pain you once feared becomes a defining part of your story, a guide that directs you toward your goals, values, and inner power. As you continue to explore this audiobook, remember that your challenges are not random or meaningless. Each difficulty is a stepping stone, each setback a lesson, and each moment of pain an opportunity to discover the depth of your inner strength. By facing life honestly, embracing growth, and seeking meaning in your experiences, you awaken a sense of purpose that cannot be shaken. Take a moment now to reflect on your past struggles. Consider the lessons they have taught you and the strength they have revealed. Every hardship has shaped you, prepared you, and guided you toward a purpose greater than the pain itself. This is the power of finding purpose through pain, and it is one of the most profound steps in your journey to inner strength. Chapter 6: Courage in Uncertain Times. Have you ever faced a situation where nothing seemed certain, where the path forward was unclear, and fear tried to take control? Life is full of such moments, and they often arrive without warning. Uncertainty can feel uncomfortable, even frightening, but within uncertainty lies an incredible opportunity, the chance to practice courage. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is the decision to act despite it. When we face the unknown, our minds naturally want to cling to what is familiar. We hesitate, overthink, and imagine every possible negative outcome. But courage calls us to step forward even when we cannot see the full path. It is the quiet strength that whispers, "I will take this step one at a time," and trusts that each action will guide us toward clarity. Building courage begins with small decisions. Every time you face discomfort and act anyway, you are training your mind to be brave. Whether it's speaking up for yourself, trying something new, or taking a risk in your personal or professional life, each act of courage reinforces your belief in your ability to handle challenges. Courage grows through practice, repetition, and commitment. One way to cultivate courage in uncertain times is to focus on what you can control. Often, fear arises because we dwell on things beyond our influence. By directing energy toward the aspects of life you can impact, you gain a sense of stability and empowerment. Taking action, even in small ways, reduces anxiety and strengthens your inner confidence. Another essential aspect is preparation. While courage is often associated with boldness, it is also grounded in readiness. When you equip yourself with knowledge, skills, and planning, you approach uncertainty with confidence. Preparation does not eliminate fear, but it transforms it into a manageable companion rather than a paralyzing force. Courage also requires self-trust. Believe in your ability to adapt, learn, and grow, even when the situation is unpredictable. Reflect on past moments when you navigated uncertainty successfully. Each experience reinforces that you have handled challenges before, and you can do so again. Trusting yourself allows you to act decisively, even when fear whispers otherwise. Embracing uncertainty is another vital component. Instead of resisting change or unpredictability, view it as an opportunity for growth. Life rarely unfolds exactly as planned, and flexibility allows you to navigate challenges with resilience. By accepting that uncertainty is part of life, you release the tension that fear creates and open yourself to new possibilities. Visualization can help strengthen courage. Imagine yourself stepping into the unknown with confidence, handling challenges skillfully, and making decisions despite fear. Picture the positive outcomes, the learning and the growth that comes from taking action. Visualization trains your mind to expect success rather than dread failure, making courage easier to summon when it matters most. Supportive connections also play a role. Surrounding yourself with people who encourage and believe in you reinforces your courage. Their guidance, reassurance, and presence remind you that you are not facing challenges alone. At the same time, observing others who demonstrate bravery in uncertain circumstances provides models for how to act with confidence. Courage is strengthened through resilience. Every time you persevere despite fear or doubt, you expand your capacity for future challenges. Life will always bring uncertainty, and courage ensures that you remain steadfast and proactive, rather than reactive or immobilized. Each act of bravery, no matter how small, builds a foundation for handling bigger obstacles with greater confidence. It is important to recognize that courage does not require perfection. You may make mistakes, feel afraid, or encounter setbacks. True courage is about taking action despite imperfections, learning from the experience, and continuing forward. Each step you take in the face of fear reinforces your inner strength and prepares you for the challenges ahead. Daily practice is essential. Incorporate small acts of bravery into your routine. Speak up when it's easier to stay silent. Try something new even if it feels uncomfortable. Confront fears that you usually avoid. These consistent efforts train your mind to respond with courage automatically, turning fear into an opportunity for growth. Finally, remember that courage in uncertain times is not only about personal gain. Often your bravery inspires others. When you face challenges openly, you show those around you that fear can be overcome, that uncertainty can be met with confidence, and that inner strength is accessible to everyone willing to act. As you move forward in life, embrace the unknown with intention, patience, and persistence. Each uncertain moment is an invitation to discover your courage, to act decisively, and to trust yourself. By practicing bravery daily, you awaken a deep well of inner strength that will guide you through every challenge and uncertainty life presents. Take a moment now to reflect on a recent time when you acted despite fear. Recognize your courage and know that every step forward strengthens the inner power you carry. Courage is not a single event, it is a practice, and through it, you will continue to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Chapter 7. Silence, Solitude, and Strength. Have you ever noticed that the loudest moments in life aren't always the most powerful? Sometimes the deepest strength comes from silence and solitude. In a world filled with constant noise, distractions, and demands, it's easy to forget the value of simply being with yourself. Silence and solitude are not signs of weakness or loneliness. They are opportunities to reconnect with your inner self, reflect and discover the strength that has always been within you. Solitude allows you to step away from external pressures and opinions. When you spend time alone, free from distractions, you can examine your thoughts, emotions, and goals clearly. This self-awareness is a foundation for inner strength. It helps you understand who you truly are, what you value, and what you want to achieve. Without solitude, it's easy to get lost in the expectations of others or in the chaos of daily life. Silence, too, plays a critical role in building strength. It creates space for reflection, insight, and clarity. In quiet moments, your mind can sort through challenges, fears, and emotions without interruption. You can notice patterns in your thinking, identify areas that need growth, and connect with your inner wisdom. Silence teaches patience, focus, and calmness, all essential components of resilience. Spending time alone also allows you to recharge. Life's challenges can be exhausting, both mentally and emotionally. Solitude offers a chance to rest, regain energy, and approach problems with renewed clarity. Just as your body needs sleep, your mind and spirit need moments of quiet to recover and strengthen. By embracing these moments, you prepare yourself to face life with more composure and confidence. One of the greatest benefits of solitude is the ability to confront your fears and doubts without distraction. When alone, you can honestly ask yourself difficult questions. What am I afraid of? What do I truly want? What steps can I take to grow? Facing these questions builds courage, insight, and mental resilience. The strength that comes from such reflection is long-lasting because it is self-discovered, not imposed by external forces. Practices like journaling, meditation, or simply sitting quietly can deepen your connection to your inner self. Journaling helps clarify thoughts and emotions, revealing patterns and insights that might otherwise go unnoticed. Meditation or mindful breathing quiets the mind and strengthens focus, allowing you to approach challenges calmly. These habits cultivate mental and emotional strength, reinforcing your ability to handle life's uncertainties with composure. Solitude also encourages independence. Relying on your own judgment and decisions strengthens confidence. While advice and support from others are valuable, the ability to trust yourself is crucial for long-term growth. When you spend time alone, you learn to listen to your inner guidance, make thoughtful choices, and act with intention. This independence is a powerful expression of inner strength. Silence can also enhance creativity and problem-solving. Without constant noise or input from the outside world, your mind can explore ideas, imagine possibilities, and generate solutions. Many great thinkers and innovators credit quiet reflection as a source of insight and inspiration. By embracing silence, you open the door to creativity, clarity, and a deeper understanding of yourself and your goals. It's natural to feel uncomfortable with solitude at first. In a busy world, being alone can seem boring, lonely, or even frightening. But by gradually increasing the time you spend in quiet reflection, you train your mind to appreciate these moments. Over time, solitude becomes not a place of emptiness, but a space of empowerment, insight, and rejuvenation. Another aspect of strength gained from silence is emotional control. When you practice being alone and quiet, you become more aware of your emotional reactions. You learn to pause, observe, and respond intentionally, rather than reacting impulsively. This ability to regulate emotions builds mental resilience and strengthens your capacity to handle stress, conflict, and uncertainty. Spending time in nature is one way to combine solitude and silence. Walking alone, observing the natural world, and listening to the sounds around you can be incredibly grounding. Nature has a way of helping you reflect, reset, and reconnect with your inner strength. Even a few minutes of mindful observation can reduce stress, increase focus, and enhance emotional balance. Remember that silence and solitude are not about escaping life. They are about preparing for it. The strength you develop during quiet moments carries into your daily interactions, decisions, and challenges. It allows you to act with clarity, confidence, and courage. It gives you a calm center from which you can face any situation, no matter how chaotic or demanding. As you embrace silence and solitude, notice the changes in your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Each moment alone is an opportunity to strengthen your mind, reflect on your goals, and connect with your true self. The courage, patience, and insight gained in these moments are invisible, but powerful, shaping you into a person who can face life with unwavering inner strength. Take a moment now to reflect on your own relationship with silence. Consider the power and clarity that come from spending time alone, listening to your thoughts, and connecting with your inner voice. Each deliberate moment of solitude adds to your strength, guiding you toward the confident, resilient person you are becoming. Chapter 8: Transforming Fear into Fuel. Have you ever felt fear so strong that it stopped you in your tracks? Maybe it was fear of failure, rejection, or the unknown. Fear can be paralyzing, making us doubt ourselves and hesitate to take action. But fear doesn't have to be an enemy. In fact, when understood and managed, fear can become one of your greatest allies. It can be transformed into fuel that drives you forward, helping you grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. The first step in transforming fear is acknowledging it. Pretending fear doesn't exist or pushing it aside only gives it more power. Instead, notice what you are afraid of, why it scares you, and how it influences your thoughts and actions. Awareness is the first stage of control. When you see fear clearly, you can begin to manage it rather than let it control you. Fear often signals areas where growth is possible. When you feel afraid, it usually means you are stepping outside of your comfort zone. Growth happens when you challenge yourself, take risks, and face the unknown. Rather than avoiding fear, see it as a sign that you are moving towards something important, meaningful, or transformative. A powerful way to use fear as fuel is to reframe your thinking. Instead of saying, "I'm afraid I'll fail," try, "This fear is showing me where I can grow, and I will use it to prepare and act." Reframing turns fear from a block into a guide, highlighting opportunities for improvement and action. Every time you face fear with this mindset, you build confidence and inner strength. Taking small steps is essential. Fear often feels overwhelming because we look at the big picture and imagine worst-case scenarios. Breaking challenges into smaller, manageable steps reduces anxiety and makes action possible. Each small step forward, taken despite fear, proves to yourself that you are capable. Step by step, fear loses its power and momentum builds. Visualization is another tool to transform fear. Imagine yourself facing a situation that scares you and successfully handling it. Picture the calm focus and courage that carry you through. Visualization trains your mind to expect success rather than failure, preparing you mentally and emotionally for real-life challenges. Over time, this practice reduces fear's intensity and boosts confidence. Self-talk also matters. Replace fearful thoughts with empowering statements. For example, instead of thinking, "I can't do this," say, "I am capable of learning and growing through this experience." Affirmations don't eliminate fear, but they shift your focus from limitation to possibility, giving you energy to act despite uncertainty. Physical preparation can complement mental strategies. Fear often triggers stress responses, racing heart, tense muscles, or shallow breathing. Practices like deep breathing, stretching, or grounding exercises calm your body and mind, helping you respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Managing the body helps control the mind, allowing you to harness fear productively. Fear can also be an incredible motivator. When channeled properly, it energizes you to act, prepare, and achieve. Athletes, performers, and leaders often use fear as fuel, recognizing that it heightens focus, attention, and determination. By viewing fear as energy rather than an obstacle, you turn it into a driving force rather than a barrier. Support from others strengthens your ability to face fear. Mentors, friends, or family can provide encouragement, perspective, and guidance when fear feels overwhelming. Sharing your fears allows you to gain insights, learn from others' experiences, and feel less alone. At the same time, observing how others confront their fears can inspire courage and provide strategies for managing your own. Courage is inseparable from fear. True courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act in spite of it. Every time you face a fearful situation, you reinforce your capacity for bravery and resilience. Each success, no matter how small, strengthens your belief in your abilities and diminishes the hold fear has over you. Reflection deepens this transformation. After confronting a fearful situation, take time to examine what happened, what you learned, and how you felt. Recognize the growth and strength gained from facing the challenge. Reflection turns fear into insight, helping you approach future obstacles with greater confidence and composure. Remember, fear will always be a part of life, but by acknowledging it, reframing it, taking action, practicing visualization, using self-talk, managing your body, seeking support, and reflecting on experiences, you can transform fear into fuel. This fuel propels you forward, empowering you to grow, achieve, and embrace life fully. Take a moment now to think of one fear you have been avoiding. Visualize facing it, taking action despite it, and using that energy to move forward. Each time you transform fear into fuel, you awaken the inner strength that has always been within you, guiding you toward courage, growth, and resilience. Chapter 9. Embracing change with confidence. Have you ever faced a situation where everything around you seemed to shift suddenly? Maybe a school, family, or friendship situation changed unexpectedly, and it left you feeling unsure or anxious. Change is one of life's constants, yet it often comes with discomfort and fear. Many of us resist it, clinging to familiar routines and patterns. But embracing change is essential for growth, and learning to approach it with confidence can transform your life. The first step in embracing change is acceptance. Understand that change is inevitable. Life rarely stays the same for long, and resisting the natural flow only creates stress and frustration. When you accept that change will happen, you shift from a mindset of resistance to one of curiosity and opportunity. Acceptance doesn't mean you have to like every change, but it allows you to respond rather than react. Confidence in the face of change comes from preparation. When you equip yourself with knowledge, skills, and a clear understanding of your goals, change feels less threatening. Preparation reduces uncertainty and gives you a sense of control, even when the world around you feels unpredictable. Each time you prepare and adapt successfully, your confidence grows, and future changes feel easier to navigate. Another key to embracing change is flexibility. Life rarely unfolds exactly as we plan, and rigid thinking can make transitions harder. Flexible minds adjust to new circumstances, find solutions, and adapt to challenges. By being open to different approaches, ideas, and possibilities, you turn change into an opportunity rather than a problem. Flexibility allows you to respond creatively and confidently, even when situations are unfamiliar. It's also important to focus on what you can control. In times of change, many factors may be beyond your influence. Instead of wasting energy worrying about things you cannot change, concentrate on your actions, attitudes, and decisions. Taking ownership of what you can control builds confidence and empowers you to navigate transitions successfully. Change often comes with fear and doubt. You may wonder if you are ready, if you will succeed, or if you are making the right choice. These feelings are normal. The key is to act despite fear. Every step forward, no matter how small, reinforces your courage and strengthens your ability to handle future changes. Confidence is built through action, not by waiting for perfect conditions. Reflection is another powerful tool. Take time to consider past changes you have faced. What did you learn? How did you grow? Reflecting on previous transitions reminds you that you have successfully navigated uncertainty before, and you can do it again. Each experience builds resilience, insight, and self-assurance, preparing you for new challenges. Support from others can make change easier. Friends, family, mentors, or teachers can provide guidance, encouragement, and perspective. Their experiences and advice can help you see possibilities, avoid pitfalls, and approach transitions with a balanced mindset. At the same time, Observing how others adapt to change can inspire confidence and offer strategies for handling uncertainty. Visualization is another effective strategy. Imagine yourself moving through the change successfully, feeling confident, capable, and calm. Picture the outcomes you desire, the steps you will take, and the sense of accomplishment you will feel. Visualization trains your mind to expect success and prepares you emotionally and mentally for real-life transitions. It's also helpful to maintain a growth mindset. See change as a chance to learn, develop, and expand your skills. Every transition brings lessons and opportunities that can enhance your personal and emotional growth. When you view change as a pathway to improvement rather than a threat, confidence naturally follows. Embracing change with confidence also involves patience. Adjusting to new situations takes time. Don't expect instant comfort or mastery. Allow yourself to learn gradually, adapt at your own pace, and acknowledge the small victories along the way. Each step forward, no matter how minor, strengthens your confidence and your ability to embrace future changes. Finally, remember that change is an invitation to discover new strengths, talents, and perspectives. It pushes you out of your comfort zone, encourages creativity, and teaches resilience. By approaching change with acceptance, preparation, flexibility, focus, reflection, support, visualization, and patience, you transform uncertainty into opportunity and fear into confidence. Take a moment now to reflect on a change you are currently facing or one that is coming. Consider the steps you can take to approach it with courage, adaptability, and clarity. Each action you take, each decision to move forward despite uncertainty, builds confidence and strengthens the inner resilience that will carry you through life's transitions. Chapter 10. The Power of Consistency. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to achieve their goals effortlessly while others struggle despite talent or opportunity? One of the biggest secrets is consistency. It's not always about doing something big once in a while. It's about doing the small, meaningful actions regularly. Consistency creates momentum, builds habits, and turns effort into lasting results. Consistency is the bridge between goals and achievement. You may have a vision, a dream, or a skill you want to develop, but without consistent effort, progress is slow or non-existent. Think of it like water carving a rock. One drop alone does little, but steady drops over time can shape mountains. Every consistent step you take compounds into significant growth. One way to develop consistency is through routines. Establishing daily habits provides structure and ensures progress, even when motivation is low. Simple routines like reading a little each day, practicing a skill, or reflecting on your goals can create long-term impact. Over time, these small actions accumulate, creating a powerful foundation for success. Consistency also builds self-discipline. Motivation alone is unreliable. It fluctuates depending on mood or circumstance. Discipline, reinforced through regular practice, ensures you take action even when you don't feel like it. Each time you follow through on a commitment, you strengthen your ability to stay focused and persistent, and your confidence grows. Another aspect of consistency is patience. Real growth rarely happens overnight. Mastery, results, and success require repeated effort over time. Recognizing that each small step matters keeps you moving forward, even when progress seems slow. Every action, repeated consistently, shapes your abilities and your character. Tracking progress reinforces consistency. By monitoring what you do, you become aware of patterns, improvements, and areas needing attention. Tracking helps you celebrate small victories, adjust strategies, and remain accountable. It provides evidence that consistent effort produces results, boosting motivation and determination. Consistency also builds resilience. Life will present obstacles, distractions, and setbacks. Maintaining regular effort in the face of these challenges strengthens your ability to stay focused and adapt. Each time you persist despite difficulty, you prove to yourself that you are capable, resilient, and committed to growth. Visualization and goal setting work hand in hand with consistency. Clearly defining what you want to achieve and imagining yourself reaching those goals creates a mental roadmap. Each consistent action becomes a step toward the vision you hold, reinforcing purpose and clarity. Over time, the repetition of consistent actions makes success inevitable. Accountability enhances consistency. Sharing your goals with mentors, friends, or peers encourages commitment. Knowing someone else is observing your progress motivates you to follow through. At the same time, accountability provides support, guidance, and encouragement, helping you stay on track during challenging times. Consistency is also about focus. It's easy to get distracted by new ideas, trends, or shortcuts. True consistency requires concentration on what matters most, avoiding unnecessary diversions, and prioritizing actions aligned with your goals. This focus ensures that every effort contributes meaningfully to your long-term growth. The cumulative effect of consistent action is powerful. Skills improve, confidence increases, habits strengthen, and goals come within reach. Over months and years, the results of daily effort become evident. Success is rarely a sudden breakthrough. It is the outcome of persistent, steady work repeated over time. Even when progress seems slow or results are delayed, consistency keeps you moving forward. It teaches patience, perseverance, and trust in the process. Each small action reinforces your commitment and your belief that effort compounds even when immediate results are not visible. Remember, consistency does not require perfection. You may miss a day, face challenges, or struggle with distractions. What matters is returning to your efforts, maintaining focus, and continuing the practice. Each time you recommit, you strengthen your habits and resilience. Take a moment now to reflect on areas of your life where consistency could transform your results. Consider the small, meaningful actions you can take every day to build skills, improve habits, and move closer to your goals. Each consistent step strengthens your inner discipline, fuels progress, and brings your dreams within reach. Chapter 11. The Mindset of Growth. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to thrive in every situation, while others struggle, even with similar opportunities? One key difference lies in mindset. The mindset of growth is the belief that abilities, intelligence, and skills can improve with effort, practice, and learning. It's the opposite of a fixed mindset, which convinces you that your abilities are static and unchangeable. Adopting a growth mindset can transform the way you face challenges, learn from mistakes, and achieve your goals. The first step toward a growth mindset is recognizing that mistakes are not failures, they are opportunities to learn. Every challenge you encounter teaches you something about yourself and the world. When you view setbacks as lessons rather than defeats, you approach life with curiosity and resilience instead of fear and frustration. A growth mindset encourages effort over outcome. Too often people focus solely on results, judging themselves by success or failure, but effort, persistence, and practice are the true pathways to improvement. By valuing your dedication and the process of learning, you develop resilience and a sense of control over your growth. Each step forward, no matter how small, is a victory that builds confidence and skill. Self-reflection is a powerful tool in cultivating a growth mindset. Take time to examine your thoughts, behaviors, and attitudes. Ask yourself, what did I learn from this experience, or how can I improve next time? Reflection allows you to identify strengths and weaknesses, recognize progress, and make intentional choices that foster growth. Another key component is embracing challenges. People with a growth mindset do not shy away from difficulty. They see challenges as opportunities to expand their abilities. Facing a tough task or problem may feel uncomfortable, but it pushes you to develop new strategies, think creatively, and build resilience. Each challenge you conquer reinforces your belief in your potential. Positive self-talk supports a growth mindset. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," try, "I can learn how to do this," or "I will improve with practice." Replacing limiting beliefs with empowering statements shifts your focus from what you cannot do to what is possible. Over time, this habit strengthens your confidence and motivation. Learning from feedback is another essential practice. Constructive criticism can be uncomfortable, but it provides insight into areas where you can grow. A growth mindset allows you to receive feedback without defensiveness, see its value and apply it to improve. The more you practice learning from feedback, the faster your skills and understanding expand. Persistence is a hallmark of growth. Success rarely comes without effort over time. A growth mindset encourages you to continue even when progress is slow or obstacles arise. Each time you persist, you reinforce your ability to overcome challenges, adapt to new situations, and achieve long-term goals. Curiosity fuels growth. Ask questions, explore new ideas, and seek knowledge. When you remain curious, you approach life as a series of learning opportunities rather than fixed limitations. Curiosity drives exploration, experimentation, and innovation, all of which are essential for personal and professional development. Comparison with others often hinders growth, but a growth mindset focuses on self-improvement. Instead of measuring yourself against someone else, pay attention to your own progress and effort. Celebrate the small wins, track your development, and recognize that your journey is unique. Growth comes from focusing on your potential rather than competing with others. Mindset also influences emotional resilience. People with a growth mindset handle stress, setbacks, and criticism more effectively because they view challenges as opportunities rather than threats. This perspective reduces anxiety, strengthens confidence, and fosters a proactive approach to difficulty. Finally, teaching others reinforces your growth mindset. Sharing knowledge, mentoring, or supporting someone else's learning deepens your understanding and strengthens your own skills. Growth is not only personal, it multiplies when shared with others, creating a cycle of learning and development. Remember, adopting a growth mindset is a journey, not a one-time change. It requires awareness, practice, and persistence. Each time you embrace challenges, learn from mistakes, and value effort, you strengthen your belief in your potential. Over time, this mindset transforms the way you approach life, empowering you to reach higher, learn continuously, and face challenges with confidence. Take a moment now to reflect on an area of your life where a growth mindset could help you improve. Consider small steps you can take to embrace challenges, learn from setbacks, and value your efforts. Each choice to focus on growth builds your resilience, skill, and inner strength. Chapter 12: The Habit of Gratitude. Have you ever noticed how some people seem genuinely happy, calm, and positive, even when life isn't perfect? One of the most powerful habits behind this mindset is gratitude. Gratitude is more than saying thank you occasionally. It's the deliberate practice of noticing and appreciating the good in your life. Even during challenges, developing a habit of gratitude can transform your mindset, improve your relationships, and strengthen your inner resilience. The first step in cultivating gratitude is awareness. Take time each day to notice the things that bring you joy, comfort, or support. These can be small, like a kind word from a friend, a sunny day, or a favorite meal, or they can be bigger, like opportunities to learn, personal achievements, or meaningful relationships. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you train your mind to notice positivity and abundance. Gratitude changes the way you perceive challenges. When difficulties arise, it's easy to focus solely on what went wrong. But by looking for lessons, silver linings, or even the strength gained from hardship, you shift your perspective. Gratitude does not ignore pain or struggle. It helps you find value in every experience, turning obstacles into opportunities for growth. Journaling is a practical tool to build the habit of gratitude. Each day, write down at least 3 things you are grateful for. This simple practice reinforces awareness, encourages reflection, and strengthens your positive mindset. Over time, you'll notice that even small blessings become more meaningful, and your appreciation for life grows. Gratitude also improves relationships. Expressing appreciation for others, whether through words or actions, strengthens bonds and fosters trust. When people feel valued, connections deepen and mutual respect flourishes. Showing gratitude doesn't only help others, it reminds you of the support and kindness in your own life. Positive self-talk enhances gratitude as well. Recognize and appreciate your own efforts, achievements and qualities. Instead of focusing on mistakes or shortcomings, say, "I am proud of what I accomplished today," or "I am grateful for my progress, even if it is small." Self-appreciation reinforces confidence, resilience, and inner peace. Gratitude reduces stress and improves mental health. When you focus on positive aspects of life, your mind produces more positive thoughts and fewer negative ones. This shift decreases anxiety, encourages optimism, and improves emotional well-being. Even in challenging circumstances, practicing gratitude can help you feel calmer, stronger, and more capable of handling difficulties. Another benefit of gratitude is increased motivation. When you acknowledge your progress and recognize support from others, you are more inspired to continue pursuing your goals. Gratitude fuels energy, determination, and persistence, reinforcing your commitment to personal growth and achievement. Mindfulness and gratitude work hand in hand. By being present in each moment, noticing details, and appreciating small joys, you strengthen your connection to life. Mindful gratitude encourages a deeper awareness of your surroundings, your emotions, and your experiences, cultivating both inner peace and strength. Gratitude also strengthens resilience. When faced with setbacks, focusing on what remains positive helps you recover faster and maintain perspective. By acknowledging the good even in adversity, you develop a mindset that can endure challenges, adapt, and continue moving forward with hope and determination. Sharing gratitude with others multiplies its benefits. Telling someone you appreciate them, thanking a mentor, or supporting a friend nurtures positive energy and creates stronger connections. Gratitude is contagious. When shared, it spreads optimism, kindness, and encouragement in your community. Consistency is key to building the habit of gratitude. Make it a daily practice, whether through journaling, reflection, prayer, or verbal expression. The more you integrate gratitude into your daily life, the more naturally it becomes a mindset rather than a task. Over time, this consistent practice transforms the way you perceive the world, yourself, and your experiences. Remember, gratitude is not about ignoring challenges or pretending life is perfect. It's about intentionally noticing the positives, appreciating your journey, and finding value even in difficult situations. Each moment of gratitude strengthens your mindset, boosts resilience, and deepens your connection to life. Take a moment now to reflect on 3 things you are grateful for today. Notice how acknowledging them makes you feel. Each time you practice gratitude, you strengthen your inner peace, focus, and ability to face life with positivity and resilience. Chapter 13, The Strength of Patience. Have you ever wanted something so badly that waiting felt unbearable? Maybe it was a personal goal, a reward, or even a solution to a problem. In today's fast-paced world, patience can seem old-fashioned or even unnecessary. Yet, patience is one of the greatest strengths you can develop. It allows you to stay calm, make better decisions, and achieve lasting results, even when the process feels slow or difficult. Patience is not about passively waiting. It's an active practice of staying focused, calm, and persistent while working toward your goals. It requires self-control, discipline, and understanding that meaningful growth takes time. When you cultivate patience, you gain the ability to endure challenges without frustration or impulsiveness. One way to develop patience is by breaking goals into smaller steps. Large tasks or long-term objectives can feel overwhelming. Focusing on achievable, incremental actions reduces stress and maintains motivation. Each small step you take builds momentum and strengthens your confidence, making the journey more manageable and less frustrating. Mindfulness supports patience. By being fully present in each moment, you reduce anxiety about the future or regret about the past. Mindfulness allows you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively, helping you maintain calm when things take longer than expected. It trains your mind to appreciate progress, however gradual, and strengthens resilience. Patience also improves decision-making. Impulsive choices often result from frustration, fear, or a desire for immediate results. When you cultivate patience, you allow time to gather information, reflect, and consider options carefully. This leads to wiser decisions, better outcomes, and increased confidence in your abilities. Another key element is perspective. Understanding that setbacks and delays are part of life helps reduce frustration. Every challenge, mistake, or pause is an opportunity to learn, adjust, and grow. By shifting your mindset from impatience to understanding, you gain emotional control and see obstacles as part of your journey, not barriers. Practicing patience in relationships is equally important. People make mistakes, situations change, and communication can be challenging. Responding with patience, empathy, and understanding strengthens connections and encourages trust. It allows you to support others while maintaining your own inner calm, creating healthier and more positive interactions. Consistency reinforces patience. By practicing patience daily, whether in small tasks like waiting in line or bigger goals like learning a skill, you train your mind to tolerate delays, stay focused, and persist through difficulties. Over time, patience becomes a natural part of your character, enhancing both personal and professional growth. Self-talk can also support patience. When you feel frustrated, remind yourself, "I can handle this moment," or "Progress takes time." Positive, patient self-talk reduces stress and encourages persistence, helping you stay composed during delays, challenges, or setbacks. Gratitude strengthens patience as well. By appreciating what you have and acknowledging progress, you reduce the urge to rush. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is already present, fostering contentment and reducing anxiety about timing or results. Resilience and patience go hand in hand. Life will inevitably present unexpected obstacles, delays, and hardships. Patience allows you to endure without giving up, while resilience provides the inner strength to recover, adapt, and continue forward. Together they empower you to navigate life with confidence and persistence. Patience is also linked to long-term success. Quick results often fade, while consistent effort over time produces lasting achievements. By embracing patience, you focus on sustainable growth, learning, and skill building, ensuring that your accomplishments are meaningful and enduring. Remember, patience is a skill, not a trait. It can be developed, strengthened, and applied intentionally. Each moment you practice patience, whether in small daily tasks or significant life challenges, builds your inner strength, resilience, and ability to achieve long-term goals. Take a moment now to reflect on an area in your life where patience could make a difference. Consider how slowing down, focusing on the process, and staying committed could improve results and reduce stress. Each act of patience strengthens your mind, your character, and your path to success. Chapter 14. The courage to keep going. Have you ever felt like giving up when life became too difficult? Maybe you faced failure, rejection, or challenges that seemed impossible to overcome. At those moments, it can feel easier to stop trying. Yet, the most successful and resilient people share one common trait. They continue moving forward even when the path is hard. Courage is not only about taking bold actions, it's about the determination to keep going when everything inside you says to quit. The first step to developing this courage is embracing persistence. Understand that setbacks and obstacles are natural parts of any journey. No meaningful goal is achieved without challenges. When you accept that difficulties will occur, you are better prepared to face them with resilience and determination. Persistence allows you to continue taking small steps toward your goals, even when progress feels slow. Belief in yourself is essential. Courage to keep going comes from trusting that you have the skills, strength, and determination to overcome obstacles. Remind yourself of past achievements and moments when you faced adversity successfully. These experiences prove that you are capable of navigating difficulties, strengthening your confidence to persevere. Breaking challenges into smaller, manageable steps makes courage more attainable. Large problems can feel overwhelming, but focusing on one action at a time reduces anxiety and builds momentum. Each completed step reinforces your determination and makes the journey toward your goal more achievable. Maintaining a positive mindset also fuels the courage to continue. Negative thoughts like "I can't do this" or "it's hopeless" can stop you from taking action. Replace these thoughts with empowering statements such as "I will keep trying" or "each step brings me closer to my goal." Positive self-talk strengthens your focus and motivation. Support from others strengthens courage. Mentors, friends, and family can encourage, guide, and inspire you during tough times. Sharing your struggles reduces feelings of isolation and reminds you that others have overcome challenges as well. Observing how others persevere provides examples and strategies to emulate, boosting your ability to keep moving forward. Reflection and learning from setbacks are crucial. Every obstacle contains lessons that can make you stronger and wiser. Instead of viewing challenges as failures, analyze what went wrong and what you can do differently next time. This approach transforms difficulties into stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. Resilience is closely tied to courage. Life will test you in ways you cannot predict. Resilience allows you to recover from setbacks, adapt to new situations, and continue moving toward your goals. Each time you rise after a challenge, your courage and confidence grow stronger. Visualization can be a powerful tool. Imagine yourself overcoming difficulties, completing tasks, and achieving your goals despite obstacles. Visualizing success prepares your mind and body to act with confidence, reinforcing the determination to persist even when challenges seem daunting. Consistency and discipline are also key. Courage is not always about dramatic or heroic actions. It is often shown through daily commitment and steady effort. Taking action consistently, even when it is uncomfortable or difficult, strengthens your ability to endure challenges and keep moving forward. Acknowledging progress builds courage. Celebrate small wins along the way, even if your overall goal is far from completion. Recognizing growth and achievements reinforces your determination, reminding you that your efforts produce results and that perseverance is worthwhile. Remember, courage is not the absence of fear, doubt, or difficulty. True courage is acting despite these feelings. It's the decision to take the next step, continue your efforts, and stay committed to your goals, even when circumstances are challenging. The more you practice this courage, the stronger your inner resolve becomes. Take a moment now to reflect on a challenge you are currently facing. Consider how persistence, self-belief, support, reflection, and consistent effort can help you keep going. Each decision to continue, no matter how small, strengthens your courage and brings you closer to your goals. Chapter 15. Awakening your inner strength. Have you ever wondered what it truly means to be strong? Real strength isn't just physical power or the ability to face obvious challenges. True inner strength comes from knowing yourself, trusting your abilities, and acting with courage and resilience even when life tests you. Awakening your inner strength is about realizing the power you already carry within and learning how to use it wisely. The first step to awakening inner strength is self-awareness. Understand your values, your passions, your fears, and your limits. Self-awareness allows you to navigate life with clarity, make intentional choices, and recognize when to push forward and when to step back. It is the foundation of confidence and resilience. Inner strength grows through challenges. Life will inevitably present obstacles, failures, and setbacks. Each difficulty is an opportunity to test and strengthen your character. Instead of avoiding challenges, face them with courage and determination. Each step you take through adversity builds endurance, wisdom, and confidence in your abilities. Self-discipline is a key aspect of inner strength. Being disciplined means staying committed to your goals, even when motivation fades or distractions arise. It allows you to act intentionally, resist negative impulses, and maintain focus. Discipline strengthens your confidence, builds consistency, and empowers you to achieve long-term success. Resilience is another cornerstone. Inner strength is not about never falling. It's about rising each time you fall. Resilience teaches you to recover from setbacks, adapt to changing circumstances, and keep moving forward. By embracing resilience, you transform challenges into opportunities for growth and learning. Mindset shapes your inner power. A growth-oriented mindset allows you to see obstacles as opportunities, mistakes as lessons, and effort as the pathway to success. By focusing on learning and improvement rather than perfection, you cultivate flexibility, confidence, and perseverance, all of which strengthen your inner core. Self-belief fuels inner strength. Trust that you have the resources, skills, and wisdom to handle life's challenges. Reflect on past experiences where you overcame difficulties and remind yourself of your capabilities. Believing in yourself gives you the courage to take action, even when fear or doubt arises. Gratitude also strengthens inner resilience. Appreciating what you have, recognizing your progress, and valuing the support around you cultivates a positive mindset. Gratitude shifts focus from what is missing to what is present, allowing you to approach challenges with a balanced, calm, and empowered perspective. Taking action even when you feel uncertain is vital. Inner strength is not passive. It grows through intentional effort. Each small step you take toward your goals, each decision to act despite fear, and each effort to improve yourself reinforces the power within you. Over time, these actions accumulate, creating unstoppable momentum. Reflection and learning are essential. Consider each experience, successes and failures alike, as a teacher. Analyze what worked, what didn't, and how you can grow. This conscious learning process strengthens your judgment, insight, and emotional intelligence, all of which contribute to inner strength. Support from others enhances your power, but it doesn't define it. True inner strength is self-sustained. It comes from within. Mentors, friends, and family can guide, encourage, and inspire you, but your ability to stay focused, persevere, and believe in yourself is what fuels long-lasting strength. Courage to embrace vulnerability is another element of inner strength. Being honest with yourself, admitting weaknesses, and asking for help when needed demonstrates bravery. Vulnerability allows growth, deepens relationships, and strengthens resilience, proving that inner strength is not about hiding fears, but facing them. Consistency in practice reinforces all aspects of inner strength. Daily habits, self-reflection, mindfulness, discipline, and deliberate action create a foundation that supports growth, resilience, and confidence. Each consistent effort is like a brick in the structure of your inner power, making it more robust over time. Finally, awakening your inner strength is a journey, not a destination. It is a lifelong practice of self-awareness, courage, persistence, and reflection. Each challenge you face, each lesson you learn, and each step you take toward your goals adds to the reservoir of strength within you. By intentionally cultivating your inner power, you unlock the ability to face life with confidence, resilience, and purpose. Take a moment now to reflect on the strength you already carry. Recognize your past achievements, your perseverance, and your courage. Each conscious action you take to develop your skills, mindset, and resilience awakens your inner power, guiding you toward a life of confidence, purpose, and fulfillment.